Okay, here's another example. We must explain the reason for the delay in the meeting. Right. This is more obvious, right? The reason for and the why. Right. Explain the reason for. Apparently, obviously, it's shorter, right? This is typical high school English writing recommendations made by the English teachers, despite the fact that I still remember when I was in high school facing the national college entrance exam, and my English teacher just listed such long, lengthy, wordy expressions in order for us to write more in the exam papers, in order for us to sound more serious, sound more formal, and meanwhile produce more, that is all. Not more meaning, but produce more texts, more words for the exam, in the exam. And examples, you can take a photo picture of this, okay, in a situation where it can be simply replaced by one word, when. Concerning the matter of money, typical, right? You can merely say about money or concerning money. That will do too. And there is need for, you must do this. When there is need, you must take actions. We are in a position, it's possible that made prior to, before, a decrease in the number of fewer or increase in number of more. That's it. Remember, we are writing academic writings at college level, at undergrad level and postgraduate level. We will be dealing with the subject matters that are much harder than the texts that we dealt with in high school. They involve abstract concepts, more complicated physical, social, cultural, historical processes and phenomena, and they deserve more complicated, more insightful explanations. These contents, these metaphysical requirements all require textual complexity. Okay? So be prepared. Textual complexity, at a lot of times, it is connected to content complexity. Since we are already dealing with difficult ideas, difficult concepts that are related with complex grammatical and syntactical constructions, we had better to lower the syntactical and grammatical and vocabulary complexity to a significant extent. This, again, is for the sake of the readers, for the readers to consume and grasp what you are trying to create. So principle number 5, make negatives into affirmatives. Avoid the no form of verbs. We rather prefer the affirmative forms. Do not write in the negatives. Write in the affirmatives. So not careful, careless. Not many, few. Okay? Not the same, different. Not allowed, prevent. Not spot, stop, continue. If it is safe to leave the not part of what you want to express, then we better leave that part. Omit that part altogether. But don't try to translate a negative into affirmative if you want to emphasize the negative. The principles are only suggestions. There are always places that negatives cannot be avoided. Use them when you have to use them. Do not try very, very hard to transform negative into affirmatives. And these are the verbs, prepositions, conjunctions that are implicitly negative. That is, formally speaking, in terms of forms, they do not include the no part. But in fact, in terms of meaning, they all express negative meaning. So they're implicitly negative. Use them, employ them, apply them as it suits you. But here is a problem you better avoid. Do not combine not with negative words. You are combining these appearingly negative words with the not so appearingly seemingly negative words. In this way, thusly, you are creating more difficulties, more cognitive hurdles for the readers to cross, to jump over. This should better be avoided. Make changes, make revision in such ways. You will receive benefits only if you submit your documents much clearer. Okay? To receive benefits, submit your document even more clear. Baffles readers completely. We combine explicitly and implicitly negative words with passives and nominalizations. Oh, God. Negative words with... Combining negative words with passives and nominalizations. You're complicating things to a newer and higher level. Take a look. No submission. No with submission, nominalization, right? Noun form of a verb. Without, this is implicitly negative. Notification, nominalization. Unless, this is implicitly negative. And payment is also the noun form of a verb, nominalization. Take a look at the whole sentence again and see if you can get any sense out of this sentence. What does it mean? There should be no submission of payments without notification of this office unless the payment does not exceed $100. What the? Do I pay them or do I pay them? Do I not pay them? Confused. Confusion. Everywhere I look, confusion. The only thing being clear is the $100. But then again, I do not know if I pay the 100 or I don't pay the 100. Okay. The second sentence basically has the similar problem. Okay. Do not submit. Not notify. But this sentence, this revision is much clearer in meaning and not to mention being concise. If you pay more than 100, then notify this office. Then let the office know first. Principle number 6, the last one. The last principle, delete adjectives and nouns. This is another typical, I'm not saying mistake, but bad habit. Let's call them bad writing habits of certain writers. Using complicated adverbs and adjectives. By using them, the author somehow tries to show off his large vocabulary, his vocabulary bank. Look, take a look, I have this and that and those complicated, fancy words at my disposal. This is a way of trying to impress readers. But, again, you don't impress readers with mere vocabulary. You impress readers with beautified writing style. The first of which is about being concise, is concision. Take a look at this passage. So many adjectives and adverbs are being crossed out, being deleted. My question is, can you recover some? Can you undelete some of them? Can you see which ones are redundant and which ones are needed? We might as well call it homework. Ideas as absolute and irreconcilable principles.
Some can be recovered.
Right, principles. What are principles? What's the nature of principle? It's sure, it's fixed, established. A lot of times they cannot be changed unless the conditions are break for such a principle to be viable, to exist. So, principle already implies being absolute and irreconcilable. Absolute, irreconcilable can be crossed out safely. Seeing issues and ideas as principles, continually at war. Continually. Is continually redundant? Is it needed? We don't see grammatical problem. Here, again, it's about meaning. It's about so-called semantics. Continually, does it repeat some meaning that is already implied in here? That is already implied by other words. Which word already implies being continuous or being continued? At war. At war is a state that is going on, right? You either is at war in this process of war, or you are not. Being at war is a continuous state. That can be an explanation. So this is homework. Do this. Do this. Exercise. Especially offer your reason why you leave that, why you cross that out, and why you keep that word, that adjective or adverb in place. Okay? And there are more homework is on the way. I'll just publish them later this evening or tomorrow morning. Okay? Any problem? Any questions? No? All right. Then let's call it a day for today. Thank you.
Thank you.